Night had fallen, and the moonlight weaved through the pitch-black forest, casting eerie shadows. Decayed trees swayed, creaking ominously, and dead leaves rustled in the wind, bringing an unsettling chill. Snow White panted, gripping the wrist of the leader dwarf tightly, the growls behind them growing louder. "Hurry! They're catching up!" the leader shouted, his eyes filled with terror. The 7 dwarfs carried their heavy packs, clutching crude weapons, pickaxes, hammers, and wooden clubs. They were miners, never meant to battle the undead. Just half an hour ago, they had been enjoying a peaceful dinner in their cozy cottage when a blood-curdling scream shattered the calm. Heavy footsteps followed. Bloodied hands pounded on the windows, and a grotesque, rotting face appeared against the glass. "Zombies!" Shy gasped, nearly stumbling. They sprang into action, rushing Snow White out the back door and into the forest. But the forest was far from safe. Twisted trees loomed like demons, and shadowy figures emerged from the darkness. Decayed faces, hollow eyes, gaping mouths. One by one, the undead crawled from the ground and stepped from the shadows, closing in on them. "Run!" a happy shouted, swinging his wooden club at an approaching zombie's head. "Head toward the river. The water might stop them," Smart suggested. They ran with all their might, the zombies' snarls echoing behind them, the stench of decay filling the air. Suddenly, a massive dead tree blocked their path. "We're trapped," Dopey whimpered, panic in his eyes. "Climb over!" Snow White urged. They scrambled up, boosting Snow White first. Just as she reached the top, the zombies were upon them. The leader gritted his teeth, hacking his pickaxe into the skull of the nearest one. The metal cut through bone, black liquid splattering his face. More zombies crawled closer. "Hurry!" the leader shouted. One by one, the dwarfs clambered over the tree, leaving only the leader. He leaped just as a zombie clamped onto his ankle. "Not our leader!" Grumpy bellowed, smashing its hand with his hammer. The leader crashed onto the ground, gasping for breath, his eyes wide with lingering terror. They ran on until they reached the river. The water was cold and fast, but they had no choice. "We have to cross." Smart clenched his jaw. The zombies were closing in. The leader gritted his teeth, pulling Snow White into the rushing waters. The current battered them as they struggled toward the other side. The zombies halted at the riverbank, growling in frustration, unwilling to enter the water. Soaked and exhausted, they climbed onto the shore. "Did we make it?" Shy gasped. "No," Snow White's face went pale. Ahead of them, deep in the forest, cold, lifeless eyes watched from the darkness. More zombies were waiting for them.